Welcome to Real Life with Jenny. My name's Jenny Senapataratna. Grab your favorite drink, get a snack, and we will get started. Today I have white cheddar popcorn and I have some cinnamon spiced black tea. So I remember a movie when I was a teenager, and it had a famous line that said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." And isn't that the truth? I can tell you that my teenage self would never recognize my 47-year-old self. She would be like, "Who are you and what did you do with me?" Like, I am so different than I was in high school, yet I'm still kind of the same at the same time. Like, you just don't know what life can throw at you and what you become, and just the things that I remember as a teenager thinking, "Oh, that'd be amazing," and going, "Yeah, I'm good." Like, one of my daughter's lifetime goals was to stay up all night long. I have no idea why that was a lifetime goal. Like, I want to pull an all-nighter. That's something I really want to do. And I, now at 47, go, "Nah, I don't want to, I want a nap is what I want." But my grandfather was one of those people that loved sugar. Now, this seems like a totally weird change here, but my grandfather loved sugar. That was something he just really, really enjoyed. In fact, he had in his basement this really cool fridge, which I wish I kind of would have kept, but we didn't. And he had it stocked with soda all the time. That was his thing, like soda, soda, soda. He had so many different kinds. I think his favorite was like Mountain Dew and Pepsi. He always had those. He loved root beer too. So he was always drinking soda. And another thing that he really loved was boxes of chocolates. You know, those boxes of chocolates with the assortment and they have the map on the top, right? Like those. And I remember when my grandfather would say, "Jenny, you can have some, but you need to look at the map because you're going to eat whatever piece you get. You're not going to waste my chocolate." There was this, you did not waste things with my grandfather, especially soda and chocolate and sugar of any type. Like, if you don't want your ice cream, I will finish it for you. Like, there's this, we're not wasting this. And he always went for the good stuff. Like, it was very rare for him to have generic when it came to sweet things. Like, they would do generic everything else and he would save money. Like, he was the best penny pincher ever. He makes me look like I'm frivolous, but he was so good at pinching pennies. But when it came to chocolate or any kind, even like ice cream, you bought the best kind. You didn't buy the generic ice cream. That's silliness. You buy the best. And so I actually still have an empty box of his, I think it's Whitman's assorted chocolates, and it still has the map on the top, and I keep my treasures in there. Actually, I keep tea bags. But which is treasure to me, and it brings joy to me because it just reminds me of that moment when you pick out a piece of chocolate and you're not 100% sure that you read the map right. You're not 100% sure that what you're gonna get out of that. And I love that sense of adventure. Even when it's kind of a disappointment, I just love that sense of adventure. And so every year I go into the stores and I look at the walls of chocolate at Valentine's Day and I think, "Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to like splurge and buy one of these big boxes of the super expensive candy?" And then I look at the prices and I go, "I don't know what's inside. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot spend 20, 30, sometimes even $50 on chocolate that I'm not 100% sure how it tastes. And that seems weird." And so I walk away. But I have found that in our lives, we need a little bit of that adventure. We need a little bit of what is in that chocolate box. Is the map right? And is that little like, "Ooh, what kind of chocolate am I going to get?" So when you go to the Dollar Tree, they've got the little assorted boxes of chocolates and you know exactly what's in there. It's not that exciting. In fact, I've stopped buying them. Oh, I just ate one a couple minutes ago before I started the podcast, but that's okay. That's beside the point. I don't buy them very often, but I did have one. But you know what's in there. It's not very exciting. It kind of becomes boring. It kind of becomes like, ugh, here's the same 4 chocolates. It's chocolate, vanilla, caramel, and orange. In every single box, they all look exactly the same. And the monotony kind of gets there, right? And I think as Christians, that's kind of what happens to us sometimes. We get bored with what we're doing. And this year, like I've said before, my word is rewrite. And so this year, I'm actually doing some kind of weird stuff with my prayer life and with my worship and with my Bible reading. So my Bible reading, I'm actually reading it backwards this year. You know, you normally go from Genesis to Revelations, or you like pick a couple books of the Bible. I've done that before, and you spend a couple months just studying that book and reading it over, and like new things come up. Or you just random willy-nilly do whatever you're doing, or you do a devotional, or there's always these different things. This year I am reading it backwards from Revelations to Genesis. Like I can't even say it right. It boggles my mind almost every single day that I do it, because I'm like, okay, Jenny, where are you in the Bible? You need to go backwards. You just finished 1 Thessalonians, so you've got to go back. Actually, I just finished 2 Thessalonians, so I've got to go back to 1 Thessalonians. Like, it has really kept like that sense of adventure in my Bible reading, that I didn't think something that simple would be like, wow, this is kind of fun. It has been really a very fun adventure. I think part of the problem for me right now is I'm re-listening to books because I forget that I've finished that book. That's okay. It's not bad to go a little slow and enjoy yourself. But what could you do to bring some of that assorted box of chocolate into your life? Like, there becomes monotony and there becomes frustration sometimes, which turns into frustration. And I just want to encourage you, as I'm rewriting the story of my life right now, and I am not rewriting, I better say that it differently. I feel like God's rewriting it. I feel like He's coming in and giving me new creative ideas and keeping me excited about what's going on in my own life. Like, who knew that I'd be like, oh, I wonder where I am in the Bible today? Because that's really what's happening. I'm like, I wonder where I am in the Bible. Where am I? Did I finish Timothy? Did I finish Timothy 1 and 2? I think I did. Okay, yeah, I can go back. Like, it has just created a sense of excitement for me. And so I just want to encourage you to get another box of chocolate in your life. You know, not one that you're used to and that you know, and that because they have these boxes of chocolates at Walmart right now that have all turtle chocolates in it. And don't get me wrong, I love a good turtle chocolate, like caramel, chocolate, and pecans. Like, okay, you don't have to say anymore for me. Like, that is amazing. But it's all the same. It would be really fun, but it's all exactly the same. And sometimes, year after year after year, it gets to be a little like, oh, okay, that's great. I'm excited for that again. You got to spark some new excitement in your own life. You cannot look for other people to do that, right? We do that so often in our real lives. Like, we are constantly looking for other people to validate us. We are looking for other people to step in and spark joy in our lives. We're looking for speakers that make the Bible come alive to us. Like, that's what we're looking for. We're looking, like, people church hop because they're looking for an experience. They're looking for somebody to bring the life back to them. And I am here to tell you today, that is your job. That may seem really harsh, but it is harsh. Like, you need to figure out what sparks joy in your own life. My husband just got a lunchbox from when he was a kid, and it was so fun to watch. I did not buy the lunchbox. My mother did. And she was like, why am I buying him a lunchbox? And I'm like, I really don't know, but he said he wanted it. And the joy that was sparked in his eyes, I have not seen in a very long time. And it's not about things, but it is about thinking outside the box. It is about thinking about, okay, I have been doing the same thing for years. Even taking a different route home, sometimes just brings joy. I love that at Christmas time. I'm the biggest nerd when it comes to Christmas lights. Like, I love Christmas lights. And one year, my husband said, why don't we just, everywhere we go, take a different route? And then we see different Christmas lights every time we leave our house. And it was one of the funnest years I've ever had, because every time we went anywhere, we took a different way and got to see new things and new experiences. And we just don't do that in our own Christian life. We just go, you know what? I've been volunteering in the nursery for 35 years. Do I like it? No, but it's what I know. Try something new. Maybe you become a door greeter. That is super fun. I have heard. I've never done it because I'm not sure I could do it. I'm not sure I could be that friendly all the time. But oh, that's just the truth. But there are so many ways to get involved, and we get so stuck in our assorted box of chocolates from the Dollar Tree that we don't take the leap and go, you know what, I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to be adventurous and see what happens in my Christian faith. Well, that's my encouragement to you this week. I hope that this sparks something for you. I hope that you're like, you know what? You're right. I am bored with whatever you're bored with. And I'm going to try something new. Even if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's okay if it doesn't work. Try something else. Because what you're doing right now, I don't think is working for you either. So in whatever part of your life you need to do that, let's go for it. Go for it, guys. Try something new. Try that new box of chocolates and that new chocolate and see what will happen in your Christian walk. Well, you can find me at Real Life with Jenny on Facebook, Instagram, and Be Real. You can also find me at christconnection.cc. I would love to hear from you. I love when you send me a prayer request. That is such a huge blessing in my life to be able to pray for you. And when you are on my social media pages, I do pray through my friends and the people that I have on those pages. So if you ever need prayer, just come on and message me. I would love that opportunity to pray for you. I hope that you are looking for a new box of chocolates that will spark something new and get some excitement and enthusiasm back in your Christian walk this week. Have a great day.